What's going on, guys? It's Cameron and we've got Ultimate Spider-Man issue 53 on screen, and that is what we're going to be reviewing today. Now, you guys are going absolutely mental about the Ultimate Spider-Man reviews, asking where they are, and to be quite honest, guys, I've actually just gone back to university after the Christmas holidays, so yeah, my scheduling's a little bit messed up and it's really difficult to get videos out when I've been to uni for like 9 hours. So hopefully after this week I'll be able to make a plan and get videos out on a regular basis. But as for the Ultimate Spider-Man reviews in general, something that's been hitting me in the back of the head recently is it took us 2 months to review issue 1 all the way up to issue 47/issue 48, and then after issue 48 we kind of just fell out of it, and literally it's taken us 2 months to get through 6 issues of Ultimate Spider-Man, and you do not know how much I hate that. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to be reviewing Ultimate Spider-Man a hell of a lot more than I have recently, but one of the things that you guys need to understand is that every Wednesday, new comics release. But when the new comics release every Wednesday, for instance, Spider-Man/Deadpool issue 1, I had to get that up as fast as I could. So every Wednesday when new comics release, they kind of become priority, and then once I've reviewed all of the new releases, that's when we go back to Ultimate Spider-Man. So if it's Wednesday, or if it's Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, then odds are there isn't going to be an Ultimate Spider-Man video unless there aren't any comic releases that day, or there's just a few issues and I can review them in a day or so. But yeah, pretty much what I'm saying is I'm going to be reviewing Ultimate Spider-Man a hell of a lot more, and hopefully we'll end up at the end of this series quicker than we think, because we really need to get back on track with this. We got up to issue 50 so fast, and it's really depressing to see that we've only continued 3 or 4 issues since then, so yeah. But anyway, guys, now that I'm reviewing the next Ultimate Spider-Man issue, we might as well get into it, because obviously you guys have been begging for it and we don't want to wait any longer, so let's get into it. Alright, so the issue opens up with it picking up directly from where the previous issue left off, like always. And I've said this before, but that's what I love about the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. It's almost like you're watching a TV series, like an episode, especially the first time that you read these comics. Now, of course, when the previous issue left off, Aunt May got a phone call and all this craziness started to happen, and it turns out that Mary Jane has actually run away from home. And something that I found quite interesting about Aunt May's character reacting to this was that she instantly thought Peter ran away with her, because obviously she understands that teenagers are teenagers and it's the most likely probable thing to happen. But one of the twists was that Peter was actually downstairs in the kitchen drinking some milk, and the way Brian Michael Bendis writes these comics makes it look like it's actually Peter maybe coming into the house as Spider-Man and only just arriving. You know, kind of to put you on edge, but obviously that's not the case. Something else that I also liked was that it was almost like we were getting more trouble just coming our way. So for instance, first we had Mary Jane running away, and then straight after Aunt May got that phone call, we thought Peter was going to get caught as Spider-Man or something like that was going to happen. And then right after that, we saw Peter having an argument with Mary Jane's father, and I thought it was awesome how he said, "I'm going to give you to the count of 3," and Peter just straight up shot him down and grabbed his hand, obviously using his spider strength. And you could just see the look on Mary Jane's father's face. This 15-year-old kid was overpowering him with absolute ease. And it was just so awesome to see Peter standing up for his girlfriend. Because you've got to think that Peter Parker will lose control of himself sometimes. So when things get serious, he's not going to bother about being careful. He will pick someone up if he has to, as Peter Parker. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did mention that argument between Mary Jane's father and Peter Parker 20 issues ago, and I genuinely thought that Peter picked him up. But as you can see, he actually just crushed his hand or something, grabbed his hand and bent it back or whatever. Still, it was awesome. So Peter eventually finds Mary Jane at an abandoned warehouse, and this is actually the warehouse, if I remember correctly, just going off memory, this is the warehouse where Peter found her after she got thrown off the bridge by Green Goblin. So this is kind of like their secret hiding spot. Now, I can't remember if that's exactly right what I just said, but just going off the top of my head, I think it's right. We also get a little bit more insight into the life of Mary Jane, and pretty much what she was living with before she got in a relationship with Peter Parker. And the way Mary Jane's character is written in these particular panels is so interesting, it really makes you feel emotional for the character. And you get this feeling that her father is the worst person in the world. And the fact that she has to go back there after running away is actually quite depressing. Now, one of the things that I actually loved was that Mary Jane said to Peter Parker, "Can we not just get married and run away?" And for any of you guys that have been reading the recent Miles Morales comics that, well, you know what I mean, the ones before Secret Wars started, Peter and Mary Jane actually run away in those issues, and we haven't seen Peter Parker since. Now, about that, obviously, guys, Peter Parker from the Ultimate Universe is definitely going to return one day. It could be in a year, it could be in 2 years, but they most likely wouldn't end him by saying, "Oh yeah, he's running away with Mary Jane," and then just leave it like that. Because he did say that he will return one day in the issue where he left, so that's almost like the writers giving us a hint that he's not gone forever, so hopefully we'll see him soon. But anyway, back to the comics. So we see Peter Parker put 2 and 2 together, find the address online somehow of where Felicia Hardy lives, aka the Black Cat. Now as we flip on over the page and we go to see Kingpin beating the living crap out of Felicia Hardy, of course he figured it out that she was the Black Cat, stealing this tablet piece from him. And just the fact that Kingpin is there himself, like he's not sent bodyguards to take down Felicia Hardy, he's literally gone there himself to get his hands dirty and deal with this personally, because obviously this tablet artifact or whatever the heck Black Cat has is personal to him. And you can even see his rage flowing through the comic, which just suggests that it definitely is personal to him and it does mean something to him. And it really seems like he will do anything to get it. Wait a minute, hold on. Something that I forgot to mention, or something that I forgot to ask you guys, what do you think of Felicia Hardy's appearance, like her character, her real character, not Black Cat, but the way she looks with the black hair, because I know that, or at least I think I know, that she doesn't look like that in the 616 universe. So when I first read these Ultimate Spider-Man comics like 2 years ago, I was pretty shocked that Felicia Hardy Black Cat was just wearing a wig to become Black Cat. Like obviously I already knew that like the white hair wasn't actually real, but it came as a surprise that Felicia Hardy's actual hair was really short and it was black. It's like the complete opposite of what Black Cat's hair is. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below, because that would be really interesting to see what you guys think. Now, as a little bit of a shocker to the comic, we actually get Elektra throwing one of her daggers into Felicia Hardy's chest, and she begins to tumble off the top of the building. So something I loved about this was that it was quick and it was unexpected, but not only that, but Felicia Hardy doesn't actually hit the ground, she just disappears, which obviously leaves a little bit of an open section to say that maybe she'll come back. And I'm not going to reveal anything, but it does seem a little bit suspicious. But then again, Kingpin and Elektra were also gone in an instant as well. So what could have happened? Obviously, I already know, but I want to hear what you guys think and speculate about. Let me know in the comments below. But then we get over to the final few pages, and we discover the reason why Kingpin really needed this tablet. Why he wanted this artifact so badly. And it's because he needs to save his wife, Vanessa. Now obviously you guys that have seen the Daredevil TV series will know Kingpin's wife Vanessa because she's actually in that, but this is the first time we've had an encounter with Vanessa in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, and especially seeing Kingpin at his most vulnerable state. It was really interesting to see him actually getting his hands dirty, and when looking back it's very obvious that he was doing it for someone that he cares for. He would literally stop at nothing to get this, even going out there himself. But anyway guys, that is the end of the issue. That is the end of issue 53. What did you think? Let me know in the comment section below. As for a score, I'm just going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's like a nice average. It's better than a 7, but it's not quite good as ultimate as a 9. I'm not too sure really, but I'm not too fond of Black Cat's character. You know, Felicia Hardy, the way that they kind of just... It was almost like she became a little bit of a throwaway character towards the end in my opinion. But obviously the issues in the future make up for that. When we do, but we don't, but we do, but we don't see her again. I'm not going to reveal anything, so you'll just have to wait and see. But one of the things that I did actually forget to mention was the computer screen that Peter Parker was looking at did say Cletus Cassidy on there. And obviously, the Carnage saga is actually in the next few issues. I think it's in like 10 issues time or something like that. Or maybe just a little bit more. And there's actually a major thing going to happen. I think it's around issue 60 or it's around issue 68 or something like that. So look out for that. But that is it for this review, guys. So let me know what you think and follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitter to stay updated on my videos. And of course on all the latest comic book news and updates. And I will see you all next time.